Hello everyone, it's Kay here, and I'm here today to run through a project that I've done using things from that fabulous DT package I received from Handy Hippo. In the project that I'm going to show you, I have used the signature collection, which is absolutely beautiful, the 6x6 papers from Sarah Davies. And I have to say I was not disappointed when I used them. For anyone that didn't see that video, I'll give you a very quick run through of the delightful papers that lie within this 6x6 pad. Three pages of different designs, 48 sheets. They're one-sided, but they are seriously quality papers. They really are gorgeous. The designs within the pack are just what epitomizes for most people the shabby chic look. However, I've done all of that on another video, so I won't bore you with the same old details, but I have used them. I'm not in the slightest bit disappointed with them. They are what I knew they would be as soon as they fell into my hands, so to speak. The other thing I've used is Mod Podge, the gloss luster, all readily available on Handy Hippo Crafts. That's www.handyhippocrafts.co.uk. All of the things that you'll see today are available on the site, and should you be inspired by anything, then do go along, check them out and see for yourself what a wonderful array of goodies there are for the home-styled crafter. This is just a lovely store online to do your shopping for all your craft needs. The other thing I've used is the Artiste Do Crafts acrylic paint in rose pink. I'm hoping you're with me and seeing where this might possibly be leading. There is a huge array of colours for the Artiste paint, all of which you'll find on Handy Hippo, including metallics, mattes, and the clear coverage should you need it for a particular project. I've also used this wonderful gizmo here, which is the Prima distressing tool. Now there was a wonderful review done of this item, and I have to say I bought it, I've used it. It's looking a bit sad for itself because it really has been used a great deal, but even with the likes of the signature papers, it does a grand job. If I can just show you very briefly what I've done with my papers today. I have just distressed them. I'm putting no effort into this whatsoever, but you can see by virtue of the quality of the paper, it allows itself to be distressed in this manner and just adds a bit more character to your work if you are doing something that you want to give that aged look to. It is absolutely wonderful. You've also got what I call a little grater system here. If you wrap that over, you can, just as you would with a cheese grater, take off the top of the paper and distress it even further before you apply it to a project. All in all, it really is a lovely, I'm not going to say essential because people use all manner of things to distress their work, but if you want something that's convenient, that is really handy, you've also got a little tool on the bottom here that again will distress in a different way. If I just show you up close, you've got the scratchy surface there, then a more coarser distressing of the paper there, which lifts the front of the cover off, and you've got the lovely distressing surface there. I think you'd go a long way to find a compact tool of this nature that does a consistently good job. So I've put it into the mix so that you can see you've got the little handle there which just slots on over the end and protects that lovely little edging there. a little blade in the divot here, safe and secure from small hands because it is a raised edge with a boundary, if you like, which means that you won't end up causing undue damage to your papers as you start distressing them. It just acts as a plumb line that keeps your papers safe. I'll leave that one on the front there. That's a little bit more of the Shabby Chic paper pack because I have used that in the project. And what I've actually got to show you today is the little trinket box. Now sadly I don't have the facility to stop and forward with this video camera, and doing a project of this nature does take a great deal of time, and you know, best will in the world, not everyone has the time to sit through full tutorials. I have got a tutorial in the pipeline which I'll come back with on another day. But for today, I am showing the trinket box that I received from Handy Hippo, and here it is. Now, I didn't have sizes and so on to share with you at the outset, but if I take the little boxes out, of which there are 3, I've not actually done anything with the back, but the boxes themselves, now this is the box, the kit that you put together from M.D.F. That is just under 3 inches square. The aperture of the box is 2.5 inches square, so it's quite sizable. You could use it in your craft room for putting in bits and pieces that you want to have to hand. You could even use it within the house as a nice decorative piece. You could put little candles in there, albeit not to be lit clearly when no one is around. That would be a bit on the foolish side, but you could put a little plinth inside the box and raise the candle up and it would look very effective. So that's those, and there are 3 of those. And then you have this delightful tray which I've decorated inside using the Shabby Chic papers and a couple of flowers along the front and some pearl trim from my own stash. You can see where I've distressed and aged to the best of my ability. I have covered the back in more of the papers and really went to town, probably a little bit too much on the distressing, but you know, it does give it a surface so it's not going to damage any delicate surfaces that you might put the tray down on. I've used the Artiste acrylic paint and I've not been very careful with it because again I didn't want that complete finished look for the overall look of the component. I just wanted it to have less of the wood showing, if you like, so I used the pink very much watered down with a little bit of white and plain ordinary water from the tap, just to give it a wash effect rather than a full paint effect. And I think it's come out really, really nicely. I've used a tiny little bow of ribbon here, but a little flat back pearl in keeping with what's going around the boxes. You can see where I've used the beautiful papers from the 6x6 pack. It is very, very delicate, and what I've done to protect the surfaces here is just use the gloss luster of the Mod Podge, and it really is ideal for this kind of project. I don't know whether the camera's picking up the fact that there is a slight sheen on it. Yes, it is there. But it is something worth doing to protect what amounts to a very, very nice ornamentation or actual box that you would use within your craft room. It really does keep it very, very nice and keeps it all together, so you do have the facility to either use the tray separately or to feature it on your desktop somewhere. It could even work in an office. It's very, very pretty, and you could have pens and paper clips and that kind of thing on it, in it, or you could use it in your bedroom, perhaps on a dresser, just to enhance something, and maybe put some little artificial flowers in it. But all in all, it really is a lovely, lovely kit for a very, very reasonable price. They are under £7 for the kit. It's a total of just over 10 inches in length and 3.5 inches in width. It does come all in pieces. It is MDF, but it has been cut beautifully, and with a little bit of very, very strong glue, goes together and stays together, as you can see here. And I believe, if I check my price, yeah, the tray and the little trinket pots are £6.50, and then you decorate them in whatever way pleases you. I've just done this today using those papers because I just think it is a lovely, lovely way of decorating these MDF boxes, which are very, very sturdy once they've been made up. And as I say, I hope this inspired you to go and check them out on the Handy Hippo site and see for yourself. There's lots of altered art designs there that you could choose from, and it's well worth looking into. So thank you once again for sharing this time with me. I hope, as always, that I've offered up a little bit of inspiration, shown some of these pieces put together and working, to let you see that it's not intimidating to go and get something that is ready for art. All you do is then put it in your own signature, if you like, and utilise it wherever you feel it would be appropriate. It would even make a very lovely Mother's Day gift. You could perhaps line the bottom and put little plants in it. That would be entirely up to you. So once again, thank you for sharing this time with me. Take care, everyone. Bye bye for now.